Okay, some keyword transformations for today's quick video. Let's have a see and we'll sort of talk through the process. Okay, let's look at the first one here. If there are fewer doctors on duty, patients may have to wait longer than usual. Okay, the keyword we've got is depending, and you can see here at the bottom where we are going to write our answer. Okay, so we can remove things that we don't need. Okay, so for example, here at the top, patients may have to wait longer than usual, that we don't need, okay? And doctors on duty, we don't need that. So it's only related to the first part here, if there are fewer, okay? Because we have doctors already written. And we've got to use depending, okay? So depending would go with a preposition on. So what can we put as an answer? Patients may have to wait longer than usual, depending on the number of doctors on duty. Okay, so if there are fewer doctors on duty, you'd have to wait longer. If there are more, you won't have to wait as long. Okay, so depending on the number of will be the answer here for the first one. Okay, let's look at the next one, number two. There's a danger those mountaineers won't be able to make it back to the hut before it gets dark. You can see here there's quite a lot here that we don't need to talk about. Those mountaineers we don't need to mention. Able to make it back to the hut before it gets dark, we don't need to mention that. So we need to mention something about the future in the negative, and we need to mention something about danger. Okay, so the expression here with risk in danger is run the risk of. Okay, that would be related to danger. So those mountaineers run the risk of. Okay, and now we've got to use something able to make it back, the verb to be able. So those mountaineers run the risk of not being able to make it back. After the preposition of, we got the gerund from the verb to be, and the not will give us a negative we had with won't. Okay. Right, let's look at number three. Whatever time he leaves home, John always seems to get to work late. Okay, we've got the expression, the keyword here, matter. So off from home. So probably we're going to have to think of some sort of phrasal verb with off. John always seems to get to work late. We don't need to talk about. So it's about leaving that's going to be important, and the question about whatever time. So we have to mention that. The expression here would matter, no matter what time, and the phrasal verb with leaves would be sets off. No matter what time John, oh no, we don't need to mention John, it's mentioned here later. So no matter what time he sets off from home, John always seems to get to work late. Okay?